Welcome to part 2 of my reaction to Freewill from Rush. We are working all the way through Permanent Waves, and as good as the spirit of radio is, I personally prefer Freewill more. There's just something about it that's so... I don't know if it's just, the guitar tone, the production of it. When I said in part 1, a monster of a chorus, I wasn't talking about Alex Lifeson's chorus on his guitar. I was talking about the chorus of the song, the way it comes in, and it just has an awesome feel to it. It is such a fun, man. I don't know. In a way, it's just cool. It's fun to listen to. It's just fun to listen to these guys. And the production, man, the guitar going, the panning on it. That's why, with a good set of studio monitors and stuff, you hear the separation of the tracks, but nothing will ever replicate that in headphones because it's so separated that there's no bleeding from one channel to the next. And so you hear everything kind of sweeping over, left to right. And the way that they did that with that guitar on that solo, and then there's that the chorus sound going on and stuff, and it's such a rich guitar tone. It's just really cool. It's really cool. And the bass, man, I know I say it all the time, that guy can play. It was really grooving. And then at some parts I was like, man, that kind of has a jazzy sort of kind of feel to it, which is so out of place, but it's exactly perfectly in place for what works right there. And again, how do you listen to a song one time and accurately analyze it? I guess, that's what I like to think. I like to think that my, part ones are a reaction, and my part 2s are kind of a analysis, kind of a breakdown. But how can you accurately break down something so complex? Now, granted, for these guys, it's not so complex. It's like a 5.5 minute song and pretty straightforward, verse, bridge, chorus, verse, chorus, solo kind of setup. It's not all that complex. It's what they do with that structure that makes it awesome. And Alex's playing, man, his chords and the tightness of them. And I love the way that he picks them. And instead of just kind of, strumming all of his stuff or playing simple bar chords, he plays these awesome chords, and he really makes sure to, add a lot of emphasis to those higher notes and stuff. And so he kind of arpeggiates them, and he's so tight too. He's so underappreciated. I'm going to say that every album, that he's just underappreciated. Because if I heard more guitar players like Alex Lifeson, I would remember, and I hear a ton of guitar players that I'm like, that sounds like so-and-so, that sounds like so-and-so. And there's a lot of guitar players that people want to emulate who are much more, I guess, popular, well known for just their guitar. And even in their band, it's like, oh, this band has so-and-so, as their guitar player. And the guitar player is really well known. I think, Rush is more of everyone who listens to them knows and appreciates it, but everyone that kind of is just familiar with them, they don't really... I don't know. Maybe that's a reach. Maybe that's not entirely true, because I know that they are quite well known, and even people, everyone knows. I would like to think everyone knows Neil Peart and, Geddy Lee, but in the guitar world, Alex Lifeson's very much underappreciated guitar player, which is a shame. And his tone is awesome. His tone and his playing, and it's totally unique. The way he picks, and it's everything. I love that song. I love that song so much. Not going to break down or analyze the lyrics. You guys know I very, very rarely do that for a multitude of reasons. But from a musical perspective, that song hits. That's like everything I want in a song. And it's a very listenable song in the sense that it's only 5.5 minutes long. Everyone has 5.5 minutes. Sit down and listen to the freaking song because it's totally worth it. It's so good. I got to get that back in a playlist. And yeah, I got to have that song going. Anyway, you guys, that's going to wrap it up for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you've made it this far, I really appreciate it. We're going to jump on into the next song right now. I'm going to post these kind of staggered out, so I don't know if it'll be available as of your watching at this moment, but very soon it will be up on the channel if it is not already when you're watching this. So be on the lookout for that. Sitting here and listening to Permanent Waves all the way through, 2 songs down. Been an absolute blast. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in the next video.